AITA for not laughing at my sister-in-law making my son cry. My sis-in-law and her husband looked after my 7-year-old overnight for the first time a few weeks ago. My son was excited leading up to it, as he was going to spend the night staying at his favorite uncle's house. The next day my sis-in-law was telling us how funny it was when they made the uncle hide and pretended he left for the night. My son took it as a joke for a while and kept saying, haha, no he hasn't, but they kept it up until she had a mini meltdown and started crying. They also did this by hiding his Nintendo Switch and pretended they sold it. My sis-in-law was laughing her head off while sat there just looking a bit confused/surprised at what was funny. SIL said something along the lines of, you don't have to look so traumatized. And knowing how sensitive my wife's side of the family can be, I just replied sorry, but I don't find those kind of jokes funny. SIL then exploded in front of everyone and went on a rant about how she doesn't feel like she can treat my son how she wants and doesn't tell him off how she wants because of me. For context, when my son was born he was very premature and in intensive care for the first 3 weeks, so for the first year, I absolutely was a bit overprotective, and I also got my sis-in-law's back up when my son fell over when he was 3 and screamed, and I went running over asking if he was okay, even though his other aunt was already there, and that one exploded then too shouting that she knows how to look after child. Again, then I was a bit confused that asking my son who was crying and distressed if he was okay should get such an angry reaction. I'm now paranoid about how I parent in front on my in-laws. So, am I the asshole? Maybe I'm missing something and should see their POV?